Why am I so excited about this coming weekend? You know why. We all know why. We all know who's making an appearance here in little teeny tiny Rhode Island this weekend. Hey guys, Kiki here, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. What I like to do is talk about anything related to classic rock. And there's a lot to talk about this week, and it's a very exciting weekend coming up, so you know what? Let's go ahead, let's get on into it right now! Toto, 43 years after who we know has graced us with their presence on stage, is calling it capuzzo. It's over, it's done, finite. Toto, as we know them, will be no more. Steve Lukather came out and said, you know what? We're on the road like 3/4 of the year, away from our families, away from our friends. It's just time to put an end to it all. Now, Steve is not saying that they will never ever perform music again together, because again, you never say never, right? But Toto, as we know it right now, today, will be no more. They just completed their 40 trips around the sun tour that ended in Philadelphia over the weekend, and October 20th was their last date on the road. David Paich, co-founder of Toto, pulled himself off the road last year after he was battling with several health issues, and like Steve said, one minute Paich was on the road doing great, and the next minute he was retired. Paich helped to give us all 3 of the band's greatest songs, Hold the Line, Rosanna, and Africa, and he's doing well now. And he's still playing music, but again, he is in retirement. Now, Lukather also said that another big reason for them to just get off the road is that they're being slapped with a bunch of ridiculous lawsuits. What can people possibly be suing Toto for? I mean, they're nice guys, they give great shows, they sell out pretty much everywhere they go. That's kind of, don't you think that's, I find it very sad that they have to give that as a reason to get off the road. I mean, really? Leave these guys alone. But we say to you, thank you, Toto, for all of the years of the great music, the great tours. We appreciate you, and all of the best to all of the members of Toto. Lots and lots of new record releases coming out in November, and remember, November on Black Friday is also Record Store Day. Jeff Lynne of ELO said they've got a new album coming out, and Taylor Hawkins, drummer for the Foo Fighters, said, you know what, I got this big project that I am proud to be releasing as well. And his buddy Dave Grohl also, of course, we all know who Dave Grohl is from the Foo Fighters, he's on there. Joe Walsh, Duff McKagan, and Chrissie Hynde, they're on it as well, and they are part of the title track, Get the Money, and again, that's also the name of his new album. You can check that out. And Joe Elliott of Def Leppard said, yeah, we're going to be doing something too. I don't know when it's coming out, but Def Leppard is going to be giving fans something that they've never heard before. He also alluded to the fact, he did have an interview recently with Eddie Trunk, that it will be a live album. Now, the last time that DL released a live album was in 1983 with Pyromania. So this may be going back to April 26th of 1980 when they did their performance at the New Theatre in Oxford, England. And this new release may be from those performances, which have never ever been heard before. Also in Def Leppard news, drummer Rick Allen, he had the honor of having a species of spider named after him. You know you've made it when you've got a spider named after you. Extraordinarius Rick Allen I is the new species of spider that Rick Allen now has named after him. So if you catch a spider banging on your drum set, you can thank Rick Allen for that. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominations are on fire and underway, and of course in the lead, Pat Benatar, and right behind her are, of course, the Doobie Brothers. Over 1 million votes have already been entered. Soundgarden is in 3rd place, Depeche Mode is in 4th, and Judas Priest is in 5th. Now, of course, this can change before we even say Steve Perry. And I'm going to be saying Steve Perry in just a couple of minutes because we all love Steve Perry. I love Steve Perry. I'm very excited about Steve Perry. All right, I digress. Anyway, so this can all change really, really fast. Whitney Houston is not in the top 5 yet, but I kind of think that's going to change. And I do kind of think that Todd Rundgren, who didn't get in last year, may have a good chance of getting in this year. Why Foreigner isn't on this list is still way beyond me. And remember, guys, I am actually accepting your videos to wish Lou Gramm a very big fat get well, because he did have to come off the road a few weeks back, and I'm trying to put together a really cool video. You can send your submissions and entries to classicrockkiki@gmail.com. And if you do not know how to record a video on your iPhone, I know some people don't. Like, this guy has no clue.
iPhone. I don't know how to record an iPhone video. I don't.
I actually put together a little video showing you how to record a video on your iPhone and send it over to me, and I'll link it right there. So if you need a little bit of help, maybe that'll help you out. So it'd be great to send Lou Gramm some get well wishes, and also let's keep our fingers and our toes crossed that Foreigner, come on, gets in the Rock Hall in 2021. Now come on, kids, you know, as much as we love positivity in our lives, there's nothing great like a good old-fashioned rock and roll fight. And most of those do include Motley Crue, and today is no different. I guess singer Michael Starr from SP, not Steve Perry. We'll be talking about him in a couple of minutes. We're going to talk about Steve, I swear. But Steel Panther, he made a comment about Vince Neil of Motley Crue. If you had to bring a musician back from the 80s, who would it be? And Starr said, well, I would bring back Vince Neil. Now, drummer Styx Zadina said, well, Vince isn't dead, because I guess the interviewer was referring to someone who had passed away. Who would you want to bring back? Well, Starr said, yeah, I meant Vince Neil, because the guy is dead. Well, Nikki Sixx popped up out of nowhere and said, dude, are you kidding me here? He called them a wannabe band, backstabbers. He went off on Steel Panther like you would not believe. He's Nikki Sixx. Of course he went off on them. The two groups did tour together in 2011. That's Motley Crue and SP. Again, Steel Panther, not Steve Perry. And Starr said, yeah, that was kind of an awkward tour anyway, because they didn't get a warm and fuzzy feeling from Motley Crue. Steel Panther is like a parody glam band. They didn't come about until the early 2000s. So they weren't around performing in the 80s, out there anyway. And they like to just kind of poke fun at hair bands. That's what they do. They didn't hear anything from Vince Neil. It all came from Nikki Sixx. But apparently Vince doesn't really give a 2 cents about it, because he's posted a couple of things on social media not paying any attention to the Steel Panther debacle. But that's okay. Nikki's taking care of all of it. Now let's face it, guys, Vince Neil is nowhere near dead, because that guy sells out shows wherever he goes, and he does a great job at it. So Vince Neil is, yes, he's around. He's around town. Obviously, Nikki Sixx is his bodyguard. So now on to Steve Perry land. Let's enter the land of the god we know as Steve Perry. So I have been doing all of these pastry tributes, but I said this week I could do something a little bit different. You know, he's coming to Rhode Island on Sunday. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. The whole place is excited. I know people are driving in from everywhere to come and see Steve Perry. So I said, I gotta mix it up, you know? Now, Steve Perry is from a Portuguese family. He is Portuguese. And I said, you know what? We have a really nice Portuguese bakery in West Warwick, Rhode Island, Matto's Bakery. So I went over there and I said, I need something Portuguese-like. And they said, well, look around, because we're a Portuguese bakery. Duh. So I got something really cool. Hold on a second. Let me go get it. Now, I pray to God for any of you who are Portuguese. I am so sorry if I say this incorrectly, but this is shredded pork, and I was told it's caçoila. Caçoila. Is that right? I've heard people say caçola, but look at that. That looks so good. So a little different. Don't worry, we're going to the sweet stuff next, but we're going to try some of this. I heated it up. I got it from I know, a bit, right? Pulled pork at a bakery, but they do a lot of cool things. So I'm gonna eat it. Oh, that's good. Do I make the same noises when I eat? I'm sorry. I apologize. That is very spicy and really good. I can't figure out what's in it though. Let me see if the second bite lets me know what's in it. Definitely some hardcore spices there. Because it is really spicy. So I'm guessing hot pepper-ish? Hot pepper? Help me here. I don't know. I love when you bite it and grease comes out of it. So good. I can't figure, I'm usually pretty good. I don't taste any onions in there. I'm thinking red pepper flakes or something. I'm gonna do one more. I can't figure it out, but it's really, really tasty. So, I'm talking with my mouth full, I'm sorry. Casoila, Matto's Bakery, M-A-T-O-S, in West Warwick. If you're in the area, you definitely want to get yourself some pulled pork. Now, let's go on to the Portuguese treat that I got in honor of Mr. Portuguese, Steve Perry. Oh yeah, kids. Oh yeah. So I was told that this is Portuguese sweetbread. Can you see that? I don't want it to fall. Don't fall on the floor! I don't want it to fall, because that would be bad. So that looks really yum. Now I had to bring a knife because it has a hard texture to it. So I'm gonna dive in. You cut it like it's a loaf of bread. But I was told it's Portuguese sweetbread, so I'm doing that. Oh, and it really is it's like bread. Yeah. So that's the inside. It looks like a muffin, but I don't think it's going to taste like a muffin. So let's see. So very different for me. I normally like chocolate and gooey. So this is definitely different. I'm only doing this for you, Steve Perry. I am trying different things because I love you, and so does everybody else. And you're coming to Rhode Island. I wonder if he's here. Like, do you think he's here? I don't know. I don't know if he's here yet. He might be. All right, so let's try this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I like it. I love how it does have a sweet taste when you eat the bread. That's really good. So some thoughts about Steve Perry coming to Rhode Island. I'll keep eating because this is absolutely delicious. The stuff on the top, it's like powdered sugar and something else. I don't know. Who cares? It tastes really good. Yeah. So I like that. That's a big thing. So anyway, Steve Perry's coming to Rhode Island. Hold on, I need my water. Yeah, I needed water for that. So Steve Perry, did I say I said it like 5 million times. He's coming to Rhode Island this weekend, this Sunday. And you know, I'm in a conundrum here. I have no idea what to wear. I've thought about an outfit in my mind. It's scary because I don't do you dress. You don't want to be over the top, you know? You don't want to be crazy, like all big poofy things. Steve, look at me. Like, no, I want to be understated yet elegant. Do you know what I mean? But it's Sunday morning, so you don't want to be too elegant, but you want to be dressy, but not overly dressy. And you want to be kind of sexy. I'm not sexy at all. I have a t-shirt on right now. This is my life. This is what I like to wear. So it's tough for me sometimes to get into that whole sexy mode. See, I have a tough time even saying sexy. And the hair. Do you wear it up? Do you wear it pulled back, down, curled, straight? I don't really know what's happening yet. So I've been thinking about it a lot, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Now, the whole event is benefiting the Gloria Gemma Breast Cancer Foundation for breast cancer research. So it's definitely nice if people wear some type of pink. Try and find a pink blouse. That's nice. Like, it's hard. Pink is not, it's a popular color, but not, if that makes any sense at all. It doesn't. It really doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense to me because I'm having a tough time trying to find a really nice pink blouse. I'm trying. And then do I wear pants? Do I wear straight pants? Do I wear palazzo pants? Do I wear a skirt? A tight skirt, short skirt, long skirt? I don't effing know what's happening. Do I wear a handbag, a clutch bag? I think it's gonna be a clutch bag. I'm telling you, this is a lot. There's a lot going on up here to figure this all out. So I'm trying, I really am. What would you wear if you were going to see Steve Perry? This is the thing. He's probably, I'm thinking he'll have a tie and a suit jacket and very nice suit pants and great dress shoes. That's That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he's gonna look fabulous. He's gonna be just Steve Perry'd out to no, we won't even be able to understand what's happening. And this is the whole, right? Here's the thing. I don't even believe this is happening, right? I feel like I'm in kind of another land, a land of non-existence, because Steve Perry is coming here. And even if I see him for just a moment in time, it will be just a moment in time. It'll be quick. We're gonna be whipped in. The photographer's gonna snap a photo. We're not allowed to use cell phones or take pictures or anything like that. So it's gonna be quick. You're gonna have to stand next to Steve Perry. Do like lift your chin so it's not sagging, and you have to like think of all of these things. How do I stick your head out? You ladies know what I'm talking about. And you go up just a little so this gets cut off, and you have to pick the best side. Hi. And then he thinks you look like you're ridiculous. So there's so many things and so many factors to consider. I just don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm confused, but it'll all work out at the end of the day. I'm getting to see Steve Perry. A bunch of other people are getting to see Steve Perry. I really wish I could document the entire thing for you from beginning to end, but I will not be able to. It's all right. I mean, what are we going to do? What are we to do? Nothing. There's nothing we can do. So I will do my best to deliver as best of a story as possible to you when I leave, and after the event, I will try to capture the emotions that I feel. I don't know what I'm going to feel. I'm telling you, it's going to be like, I already feel overwhelmed. It's already emotionally drained. Like, I'm exhausted. All of the thinking I've done. I'm so tired, but it's going to be worth it because it's Steve Perry. It's Steve flipping Perry is going to be in front of me. Will I jump from the audience onto his head? I don't know. That won't happen. Don't worry. You don't need security.
He's gonna call security.
I'm telling you, I will behave myself, but you don't know. All right, I gotta put this down for a second. This is not going to be like a Bret Michaels concert. Have any of you been to a Bret Michaels concert? They are frightening. I mean, beforehand, everybody's talking. Hi, how are you? Oh my God, you look so good. This is going to be such a fun show. And then once Bret hits the stage, all bets are off. I'm telling you, no one is nice to you anymore. I've been to several Bret Michaels concerts. It is the most scary thing I've ever done in my life. I'm telling everybody, friendly as anything. Walking in, oh yeah, woo, gonna have a great time tonight. That man hits the stage and every woman and every guy in that audience wants to be in front of Bret Michaels. They want him to notice them. Forget everybody else. Even if they're with friends, you could tell they're just beating their friends up. They're like, get out of my way. I'm in front of Bret Michaels. And I think maybe it might be a little more controlled for Steve Perry, but it might be something like that. People are going to be happy before he appears, and then I think all bets are going to be off. And once Steve Perry is there, the boobs are going to be out with people. I can't do that, but and the bums will be very, very big. All of us, they'll grow, and it's going to be a frightening thing. I'm telling you, I already know what to expect, and it's a brunch. Eggs, bacon, and butts. That's it. That's what it's going to be. Women are going to change. All the personalities are going to change once that man walks out. He's a freaking, I'm sorry if he's offended that I call him a god, but he is. There's no getting around it. Steve Perry is up here. He's Steve Perry, and we love him. We all love Steve Perry. And I'm very excited about this weekend. So if you got a ticket, woohoo! I think it's great. And again, I will do my best to deliver a great story for you. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Wish me luck on wearing the right thing and doing my hair the right way and saying the right thing when I get in front of Steve Perry. It's a lot. It's a lot, but it's okay. It's all good. So guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great day, a great night, a great weekend, a great everything. Love Steve Perry. Get your Portuguese sweetbread. Go ahead and get some. It's really, really good. Your cassarla, anything Portuguese related, so good. And guys, remember, most importantly, to keep rocking.